Hey guys, welcome back to Brandon Does Barbecue. Today we're going to do a beer can chicken with the refreshing Blue Moon. Ah, that is good. Now what do you get when you take a can of beer and you shove it up a chicken's butt? You get a damn fine dinner, that's what you get. Alright, first let's start with our rub. Now, in this shaker I got half and half coarse black pepper and some kosher salt. Now, that would be good on its own, but I want to add some color to this bird. So we're going to take a little bit of paprika and sprinkle that in there. Alright, put your top on. Let's go ahead and give it a good shake. Alright, that'll work. And before you put your rub on, get yourself a binder. Today we're going to use some spray canola oil. Alright, now that we've got our chicken all binded up, we're going to go ahead and put on the rub. Now before we put our orange slices under the skin, you're going to have to actually free the skin from the breast. So pretty much all you're going to have to do is just kind of get your hand under there and just work it around, and you'll start to feel it separate from the actual breast. Just got to work it. Alright, that says plenty of room. Now it's time to make our butter base. So for this, we will start with 1 sprig of rosemary, 1 sprig of sage, and a couple sprigs of thyme. Let's get those in there. We'll go ahead, we'll do 1 stick of butter for this. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna zest our orange. And our last ingredient for this butter base is gonna be garlic. So now, we gotta get our beer ready for this beer can chicken. So we're gonna start by cracking open a room temperature beer. You don't want a cold one, it's gonna just add more cook time to the chicken, you don't want that. Now, if you can, get the whole lid off, it's just gonna allow a lot more aromatics to come out. You can use a can opener, or you can get a draft top. Now before you put this beer in your chicken, you're going to want it about 3/4 full, so drink break. So refreshing. Now, you could just take the beer can, throw the chicken on there, and put it in, but you're risking it tipping over. It's not very stable. So I found these beer can chicken holders on Amazon. So what you're going to do, take your beer, fits perfectly. Come on, chicken. Oh, come on. There we go. So remember how we separated the skin from the breast? Well, now you're gonna go ahead. I got 1/2 of a slice of orange. We're gonna put one under each breast. All right, I think it's ready for the smoker. Today we're going to be smoking this bird with some mesquite wood chunks. Get your smoker around 325 degrees and you're going to let it cook until about 165 degrees in the breast. So first we're going to take our butter base, put that in the smoker, let that melt. Now we're going to get our chicken on. Now unfortunately I just used the last pair of gloves, so going in raw. Now go ahead and get yourself your thermometer. You're going to want to stick in the deepest part of the breast, and you're going to want to let it get up to about 165 degrees in the breast and about 175 in the thighs. Now close her up and go have a Blue Moon. Alright, so our chicken's about 105 degrees, so we're going to go ahead and apply our first baste. So let's check it out. say it's looking pretty smoky. Got some good coloration there. So we're gonna just go ahead, take our brush, just get a good coat on there. Alright, we'll come back in about 30 minutes and check on it, maybe give it another base. And we'll continuously do that until it hits about 165 degrees internal. Alright, so our beer can chicken has finally hit an internal temperature of 165 degrees. So let's see how she looks. Ooh, buddy. I say it looks like a good smoked beer can chicken. Ooh, all kinds of aromas. Alright, so we have our beer can chicken off. It's been resting for about 15 minutes. So now we gotta figure out how to finagle this thing off of the beer contraption without it tearing apart. So let's see what happens. Alright, so this beer can chicken is carved. So now, it's time to taste. It's been about 3 hours. I'm pretty hungry, so let's dig in. Ooh, let's try this piece right here. Oh, man. Super moist. It's like on the level of if I injected it. I feel like the beer really helped keep the moisture levels in the cavity of that chicken like super high. Oh man. And then the salt, pepper, and that paprika made for a great crust on the outside. Oh. Oh. You gotta try this. It's so good. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't yet, get out there and do a beer can chicken. Totally worth it. Pretty easy. It'll be a crowd pleaser for sure. So if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and all that jazz. I'll see you next time.